Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are reviewing a Longines. Now this is a little bit special. Yes, as you can tell, it is a ladies watch, but also it's actually going to be my nan's watch. Basically my granddad said to me he wanted to buy her a watch for her birthday. Now, he wasn't sure what to get, and he's suddenly got into watches himself. I've got no idea where he's got it from, I promise you. And basically, he asked if I could, have a look round, see what kind of watch I think she would like. And so we came up with this, and it's a lovely watch. This is part of the Hydroconquest range of watches. And yes, it is a quartz, because my nan, she isn't a spring chicken anymore. I'm not going to say her age, or why she'd beat me up. So I thought the quartz would be the best option. She doesn't have to mess around with time, setting the time and so forth. Now, normally at this stage in a review, I normally say thank you to First Class Watches for allowing me to review, the watch and all that. But it didn't actually happen like that. Obviously, my granddad came along and brought the watch, and I asked him what he thought of the whole process, and he did say really friendly. Yeah, no problems. Felt really kind of, they were really accommodating. Well, recommend them. So I'll leave a link anyway in the description below to their website and at the bottom of the screen now. So anyway, let's talk sizes of this. It's a 32mm. Seems very dinky on this channel, doesn't it? 32mm by 11.3mm thick. And the lug to lug is 40mm, and the bracelet size is a dinky little 16mm. Now, as you can see, the dial has got a little bit of bling to it. First of all, the actual dial material itself, as you can see, is a mother of pearl. So depending on what light you catch it in, depends on what kind of hue it gives off. As you can see, you always get that kind of like slightly pink, white, and a very, very slight blue to it as well. And I quite like that because it always means that you don't always catch the same view twice. It's quite interesting, I think. Now, to keep my nan happy, it's got a little bit of bling on there. And what we meant by that is these hour markers are actual genuine diamonds. Now, they are VSSI top diamonds. There are obviously 11 of them on there, and they've set really quite nice on there. They do look the part. Definitely give it that bit of extra bling, but as a kind of a daily bling rather than just a kind of watch you'd only put on with a certain for her a certain dress or whatever. And the hands themselves, the hands are super well polished. I think they've got a really good polish to them. But being that this is a Hydroconquest, obviously this is a bit more of a sporty watch. Now, the reason, basically it's a proper dive watch. This watch, as you can see from down here, is a 300-meter diver. Something tells me my nan isn't going to go, diving with it. But, better to be safe than sorry. So it's got that covered on there. I like the way they've just got the Longines print on there with their wings. I think it does look really nice, and just a simple little date window down there. The hands themselves, as to the lume marker, have got super luminova in there, I should say, and it does glow pretty well, to be fair. Now, as we come past that, we have the crystal. The crystal is a flat sapphire crystal, and it does have AR coating on both sides. Now, the bezel is, I believe it is a ceramic bezel insert in there, and it's just beautiful and crisp. Everything's really well done on there. As for the action, as you can see, it has got the coin edge bezel there. I couldn't think of a word then. Now, and let's hear the action. Very, very positive. And I'd say actually no back plate at all. That is really quite impressive. Yeah, that is really nice, and it does feel like a 120 clip bezel. Does it line up? Yes, it does. So anyway, the bezel is an absolute joy. The case of the body, the actual case of the watch, you've got this very stark side on there, very satinized finish. To be fair, I'm surprised they haven't gone with a bevel on here. That was quite surprising, but it is all brushed, being that it is a sports model. And you have these great big crown guards, which is synonymous with the Hydroconquest range of watches. Now, the crown is signed, and it is a screw down crown. And you could hear it pop there. And now screw it back in. It's a little bit tight, to be fair. It's a little bit awkward to get to. But one of the reasons for going for this watch is because it's a little bit rugged, just in case it gets bashed around a little bit. So this watch, is pretty solid. Now, the case back on this, it is beautifully engraved, to be fair. It's a really nice engraved case back. Beneath that is I believe they call it an L156 movement, which is basically, it's a bit of a, I think it was based on the ETA 255. 255412, as I remember. Now that is a 6 joule movement. It does have an end of life function on it, and what that means is when this battery starts to run down, I believe the battery actual lifespan is supposed to be about 25 months. It will stop and then jump 4 seconds after 4 seconds, that is. So that indicates to you that it is actually the end of life, and the battery does need changing pretty soon. So always a nice feature, and that is on a lot of the ETA and a lot of movements now. A lot of the more premium movements have that. It is a 6 joule movement. Now, contrary to belief, you can actually service these. These you can actually strip down and service. So a proper movement you can actually service. Now the bracelet on this. The bracelet is a little bit kind of interesting, let's say. Now, as you can see here, it looks like they're screws. Now, when I went to change the sizes, so if I just size it for myself, now I'm going to bring it right down for my nan later. I tried to undo these screws. Could I? I was having problems. I was thinking something's wrong. And then it's only later when I turned after I found I simply couldn't do it, and I was thinking they're locked in there. It's push pins made to look like screws. Now, to me, that is a little bit cheeky, but it works. Fair enough. But it's is a little bit cheeky how they made them look like screws when they're not actually screws. The bracelet itself, polished, brushed outer links, polished inner, as you can see with lots of my fingerprints over them. The clasp itself, simple fold over clasp with a keeper on there. Now if I open this up again, you can see I've got to take this off. You do have a dive link extension, so it is actually under there. So that's all good. Can I push that in? Yeah. Let me show you it. I'm going to show you it on my wrist, even though it wouldn't normally be that way around. Quick wrist check. I am wearing my Rolex OP39 Great Red, and Bob has the new Tissot chronograph on there. Very nice, Bob. So let's put this on. Not quite sure what I'm going to put this on, but there you go. My wrist size is 7¼ inches or 17.5 centimeters. Now, and there you go on there. So overall, I think it's a lovely watch. I think she's going to really enjoy this watch. So anyway, guys, I'll leave you with that one. I'll leave a link in the description where you can find the watch. Any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll always try and get back to you. Okay, all the best. Take care. Bye.